So, here we are, third time lucky.
I'm sorry about the cancellations. I've had a lot on my plate.
Okay, well, we'll begin with the management plan.
I haven't had time to do that.
Okay, well, we'll start with the marketing budget then.
I haven't had time to do that either.
Have you managed to do anything that we agreed on from the last meeting?
No, sorry. I've been very busy.
Oh, that is disappointing. I've been busy myself with 4 different companies. How do you expect your business to be a success if you don't put the work in?
There aren't enough hours in the day. I've got the accounts to do and meetings with our programmer. I've got to sort out 7 angry customers who are waiting for support, and I'm an employee down.
Were they on holiday?
I've had cutbacks. My assistant left last week, but I have a new sales manager starting on Friday.
Well, you don't need that right now.
But I thought that
No,
you
it
said...
doesn't matter. I'll sort you out. Let's have a look at what you've got planned for today.
There's no plan exactly, just piles of paperwork.
Good management means organisation. You need to start making lists. I make one first thing every morning.
I go running first thing every morning.
Have you really got time for that?
I'm training for the marathon.
Now, I think we have different priorities. Now, how do you measure customer satisfaction?
I don't?
Well, you should. I know I've got a 98% customer satisfaction rate, which is, I guess, why we've won Best Online App for the Northwest region 3 years running. Not bad for a company that's only been running for 6 years.
If your mentee has cancelled a couple of meetings and appears lacking in motivation and commitment to overcoming challenges, it's important that you don't get frustrated. Instead, help them to understand why they may be having these issues. Common problems addressed by mentors include motivation, limiting beliefs, time management, purpose, focus, and clarity. Be aware of the impact of external factors that may hamper their abilities to achieve agreed objectives from previous sessions. The mentee's behaviour is a classic case of being overwhelmed and not knowing what fire to put out first. Our mentor is focusing on how successful he has been in managing his business, where the need is to understand why the mentee is not managing theirs.
I've had cutbacks. My assistant left last week, but I have a new sales manager starting on Friday.
It seems as if the real issues here are financial, partly due to lack of sales, poor customer service and staff shortages. But what are the problems behind the financial issues? Is it cash flow? Is it undercapitalisation? Is it lack of working capital? Or is it pricing? Or is the lack of revenue down to operational and process issues? Why is the mentee too busy firefighting and not able to sort these matters out? What questions would you have asked? Hiring a new salesperson to bring more work in if the company and the CEO is not prepared for it is only going to make things worse.
Well, you don't need that right now.
But instead of going back to basics and understanding why there's been no progress since the last meeting, the mentor asks about customer satisfaction. With her 7 angry customers, there is clearly another issue here to be unpicked. But instead, the mentor strokes his own ego instead of working with the mentee. Your skills should be used to encourage your mentees to overcome their barriers, and not as a stick to make them feel that they have failed. It's important to avoid being judgmental, but instead support the client in achieving her desired business goals. If she's failed to meet previous ones, try breaking them down further so that she feels in control. Remember, any goals you suggest and agree together should be smart, specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-bound, to help measure progress over the weeks and months to come. Being able to reinforce some positive progress is a great motivator.